Hello and welcome to this Tarot Thursday reading. So I'm a little bit of a mess because I woke up not too long ago and I haven't really gotten myself ready for the day, and I just kind of woke up naturally, felt like I needed to just kind of lay in certain positions to help my chronic pain for the day. And then I just kind of felt the urge the moment that I decided to sit up just to be like, okay, do some readings. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even ready yet. So that's why, like, my hair's a little bit of a mess. I'm still in a pajama shirt, which I mean, I think I did a recording or two in the shirt anyway, but like, that was on a different day, and then I fell asleep, and now I'm up and I'm ready to do recordings again. Whew, okay, so Tarot Thursday. I don't know what wants to come through. Maybe I'm not meant to know right now, but let's go ahead and get some cards. Tarot cards. See what spirit has to say. My hair is such a mess. So sorry. Oh man, it's so bright out, even though the sky is all white, but we've been getting a lot of snow where I'm at, and the sunlight is just reflecting off the snow. Wow. hmm Wow. Okay, so you got some great cards. Okay, so first off, I want to say what spirit is encouraging you to probably stop doing. We've got the Four of Pentacles here with this man looking like, he's holding on to a coin very tightly. He's got two coins underneath his feet, and he's sitting on a coin. So, showing that he is very protective of what he has, but we need to loosen the grip a little bit, okay? In order to help move yourself forward. Because if you're holding on to something so tightly, we're not, we're like keeping everything in. We need to release. I do see movement forward with the Six of Swords here, but being very careful on what it is that you are taking on your journey. Okay, picking and choosing what you feel, what you think, your intuition really is saying, yes, this can come with me, this, no. And that could be a person, it could be a thing. I'm also kind of getting, if you're moving, really looking at your stuff and decluttering, certain things of like, do I want that to move with me? Or maybe I don't need it. Maybe I can donate it. Okay. So maybe that's something that's coming through where you're holding on to material things a little bit too much as you're going through things, as you're like maybe packing or something like that. And if you're not physically moving, just kind of take it how it resonates for your situation. That's just something that's coming through, and that's what I'm going to speak on. But yeah, so really looking at all of your items and being like, nope, I don't need that. Yes, I need this. Um, and like I said, this can also be people as well, moving forward and being like, is this friendship really beneficial to me, or do I need to maybe cut ties? Um, in a way of like, it's possible maybe you're realizing this certain friend is holding you back or something like that. Okay. Either way, however it resonates for you, okay, whatever your situation is, because this is a collective reading, so I'm not just reading for one person, I'm reading for multiple people. You are going to be stepping into a new beginning, and you're going to be so happy about it, so blissful about it. The cards that you have gotten, oh my gosh. you got the Fool, and you also have the Wheel of the Year, okay, which is also the Wheel of Fortune card in regular tarot. This is a different deck, the Witch's Tarot deck. And so some of the cards in this deck have different names, but similar meanings. Um, you are stepping into such a fulfilling year. And if things don't really seem at this moment, ooh, this is also coming through, but I got something else coming through. But let's just stick with this for a moment, what I'm going on with. Um, if it doesn't seem like your year is starting off great, know that that's going to change. Okay, you're going to start seeing that you're having a better year. I'm also getting movement, not just towards like a new home, but just a completely different location in general. And that maybe some of you are actually moving to a different location for work. The However big this move is, I'm not really getting for majority of you a big move like going out of the country. Sometimes that does come through in my readings, but not so much this time. Maybe for you it is a big move like that, but I feel like majority of you, it's more like moving just across the border, maybe a few borders, but not out of the country kind of thing. Okay. And maybe that's why we need to really look and see what it is that we want to keep and what it is that we want to take, because maybe you can't move everything with you. And if you're like getting a new place that's far away, and unfortunately, you may need to like downsize a little bit in just the space that you're able to get. Like if you're moving to from one apartment to another or from a house to an apartment, and now that apartment is rather small comparatively to where you were just living, and you're realizing not all of my stuff can fit, so now we need to downsize. And there's certain things that you don't want to let go of, but maybe it's not something that you need to let go of permanently, but needing to let go in a way that you can't really have it in your space. So maybe if you're able to like afford a storage space and keep things in storage, you could decide what to put in there, at least temporarily, until you could potentially move again and then take that stuff with you, and now they have a place. So a lot of planning is involved here. Again, take whatever resonates, take how it fits your situation. Regardless of what you are trying to figure out, you are still going to have such an amazing year. You're going to be so happy and blissful about it. And like this Fool, any chaos that may be down below, you're not even paying attention to it because you're so happy. Because you're so playful too with this dog. You're not even looking at what's below. Instead, you're looking up. You're looking up at hope. You're looking up at possibilities. You're looking up at a better future. Looking up at a better year. I do see for you that you are going to be somebody who is stepping into such, I really do feel like a lot of financial, like Pentacles. Oh my God, I can't pick up this card. The Pentacles can represent finances, but it's also talking about like stability, home, foundations. Okay, whatever needs a foundation in your life. And so you are stepping into your power in such a graceful way. to bring the stability into your life, possibly starting a family, okay, a home. That's really coming through. Home life is really, really coming through. Okay. Go ahead and get some more cards. There's a lot. Sorry if you hear chaos in the background. I think my cats are playing. Okay. Okay, so right away what I'm getting is like what you've been dreaming of, you are now waking up to. Wow, okay. So we have seclusion here. So I do kind of feel like just looking at the imagery on this card, not necessarily a place that you're moving to that is isolated in any way, even though it says seclusion on it, but like you making this journey on your own for you, possibly living alone, making these making this move alone. Any kind of movement in your life alone. Hold on here. Oh, okay. I thought there was another tarot card that got stuck and I didn't realize it, but it was just one of the cards fell on top of the other card and I was just like, oh. But we also have Olympus, and this card for me really does speak from like the spiritual plane. Okay. That you are being divinely guided and protected during this time. If you feel like you're alone, you're not. Okay, you are not alone. You are never alone. Go ahead and get some more cards here. I like that one too. Okay. Okay, wow. Okay, so I don't see any emotions that have popped out that confirm that what I have said. So about being so happy, like in the future and stuff. So I think that's just something that you are going to need to. Maybe you're somebody who needs to experience that for yourself. What I'm getting is probably what you're feeling right now, which is panic, doubt, and skepticism. So maybe like even if you're listening to this reading and you're just kind of like, I don't know if all that's happening for me. It is. It is. I mean, it makes sense if we're in this Four of Pentacles energy. And maybe you're also even having some doubt about whether or not you're able to let go of things too. Um, it's just something that you're going to need to work through. But like your emotions are also, I feel like, protecting you. Okay. However you're reacting, it's just a protection. So, like, skepticism involves questioning and critically examining everything, urging you to see things clearly, not just accept them blindly. Skepticism drives you to think deeply, helping you make wiser decisions. So, your skepticism is helping you to make wiser decisions, like we were saying, about what it is you want to take forward with you, what it is that you want to take on this move, on this journey that you're going on. And then with doubt, it's a lack of trust in yourself or others' abilities, often stemming from fear or uncertainty. When doubt appears, it reminds you to return to your inner belief. Trust yourself as you have the wisdom and strength to overcome the challenges before you. Okay, so maybe that's part of your skepticism. Maybe you're questioning yourself. You don't really have that trust in yourself to be able to make this move. but you do. You have the strength to do this. And then with panic, it's an overreaction to anticipated events, causing you to lose your sense of reason. It reminds you to slow your breath, calm down, and reassess the situation. You have the ability to recover from chaos and regain control. Okay? So you are capable. You are capable of this journey forward. Okay? So don't doubt yourself. If you find yourself in panic, take a few deep breaths. Something that helps me sometimes is like putting my hand on my chest and on my stomach, closing my eyes, breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and let go. Let go of the breath for 8, slowly, okay, or for however long you need to let the breath out for, whatever helps you, okay? So just some advice. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have the coffin coming out. This to me is symbolizing an ending of something, which makes completely sense because we are moving away from something. And an ending can be scary, but it can also be a good thing because you are possibly ending something that no longer serves you, and therefore you can't take on this new journey with you. Okay, I did talk about um, maybe hoarding something. I don't know about hoarding, but like holding on to some things. But I do see a reduction. You may have found yourself in some kind of debts. But I also see slowing down on here, so being encouraged to slow down for a moment, take those deep breaths, okay, and then we can reassess that situation. And then with Lily, okay, when Lily and Coffin, for me particularly, pop up in a reading, the Lily, I feel like, symbolizes that new beginning that we were just talking about. The Coffin is an ending, the Lily is a new beginning. Um, this is also symbolizing power as well, your own power. And then we have Clovers with good luck. Okay, it may not feel like it right now, but luck is on your side. I'm so sorry. They're so loud. They're so hyper today. So maybe you're finding some chaos in your life, but learn to have fun with it. Learn to let it go. Just accept it. Okay. The chaos maybe isn't so bad. Like my cats are playing. Okay, that's not so bad, but they're loud about it. Okay, that's very chaotic. I'm also getting good news your way, and keep the hope. Okay, keep hope. Keep the hope. Okay, so maybe part of why you are holding on so tightly and have this doubt, skepticism, and panic is because you feel like you may have missed opportunities in the past. And so maybe we're also afraid, it's like our nervous system is seeing a repeat of something. Even though it may not be happening in the same way, it still recognizes the pattern. And so we're afraid, we're panicking, our nervous system is reacting that you may be too late on something. And so now we need to hold on to things. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. Okay, your nervous system is just trying to protect you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're too late. Yeah, meditate. Silence is the universe's language. Meditate. Even if you're somebody who may have a trouble meditating, like for example, my mom has persistent ringing in her ears. My husband has ADHD, so and also ringing in his ears too, in their ears. And but with their ADHD, their mind is just all over the place, constant chatter. Meditation is hard for them. Okay, because they can't really just focus and quiet their mind or quiet the noise around them because it's just ongoing. But you can, regardless, do what I was just saying about putting a hand on your chest, one on your stomach, and taking some deep breaths. So that's just a different kind of form of it. Um, but also is a way to help calm your nervous system down. So whatever it is that you need to do to help calm your nervous system down, do that. Okay? And then it's going to help you gain clarity on how to move forward. We'll get something from this deck, and then we'll get an affirmation card, and we'll end the reading. Okay. Okay. So I kind of feel like this card, Eruption. I'm getting a feeling from this card for this reading that there was chaos in the past, and we're seeing patterns of how that chaos could happen again. That same chaos. But like I said, I feel like it's happening in a different way. And so it's learning to kind of accept the chaos if it presents itself, but looking at it in a different way. Like I was just saying with my cats, they're causing chaos, but they're having fun. They're just playing. It's not anything dangerous. They're just loud. Okay, so I don't think the same eruption from the past is going to happen again. I do see Spirit encouraging you to find support in this. Okay, so not just meditation, but finding support, being able to let go of the past. So going to therapy, but if therapy isn't necessarily something that you can get into, then finding the right people, friends, family, anybody that you are close to, getting support with them. You can even just simply set a boundary and say, I'm just here to be heard. I'm just here to vent. I don't necessarily need a solution, but I just need to get this off my chest. Okay, so there's that. We also have balance, finding a balance between actions forward and rest and meditation. Okay. We already have one fallen out for your affirmations. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so one thing I like with the image on this card is we have a dandelion, and when we blow on the dandelion, we see the seeds go into the air, and usually when we blow on the dandelion is us making wishes. So I do feel like your wishes, your dreams, your manifestations are coming in. And it says, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Okay. So just surrender. Let go. Okay, surrender and let go. Allow those blessings and manifestations to come in. Dragonflies also symbolize blessings. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Okay, you are being guided, you are protected, your spirit team is with you, and they are trying to help you. We also have, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So, just overall gratitude for the universe, your guides, your team, yourself, the support that you're getting. Okay. So, just take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. All right. Everything's going to be okay. So that is all I have for you guys for this Tarot Thursday reading. Thank you so much for coming by and listening. If you want, you can leave a like down below, a comment, a subscription. In the description below, I have a link to my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where I also post shorts that I post here on YouTube. So if you want to support me on those platforms too, that's greatly appreciated. But yeah, other than that, thank you again so much for coming by and listening to this reading, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!